Welcome to RotoWire TV. I'm Heather Ankeny, and this is Jeff Erickson. I'm really excited.
Glad to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, glad we can finally do this together. I'm sure you get tired of looking at lists, or listening to lists at least. We know that. We know our listeners do for sure. So.
Well, I'm excited because I heard you. Arguably, you are the nicest guy in fantasy sports.
That's what they keep saying. It drives Chris crazy. So I love it.
Well, I'm excited for this change then, because
right.
Chris is a pretty angry dude.
It's faux anger though. You know, he uses that there. Every once in a while, there's real legitimate anger when the Giants lose, or when he's got to deal with some landlord that's trying to rip money off of him or something like that. That produces his best work too. That's the funny thing. So anyhow, we'll use that anger.
Well, last week he did really well on his betting the books, so that you're helping us out this week with that. Who do you like this week?
Well, I like 3 teams. I like 3 games pretty well. I still like the go counter to what the public opinion is, go counter to the whole, this is the latest trend. They're on it. The Seahawks, they whipped Dallas. They just beat Green Bay on Monday night.
Yeah.
Now they're a road favorite against putrid St. Louis and that awful line. I think St. Louis could win this game. I'll take the 3 points on that one. I always think that these are professional teams. St. Louis played much better in the Dome the last time they played there. I think that their defense is legit, and I'm not convinced that Seattle offense is really worth giving away the points on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you take into consideration the travel at all?
Yeah, a little bit. Although I think the travel always gets overrated when West Coast teams go east and underrated when East Coast teams go west.
Oh, really?
At least I think there's always this little legend that West Coast teams can't handle that early start and all that travel. I think it's just distance covered. And so yeah, Seattle going on short rest, going to St. Louis, that's significant. So yeah, I'm gonna take St. Louis on that one there.
Okay, and then you like the Jets?
I do like the Jets. Getting 4 points at home versus the Niners, the best team in the NFC.
So that's twice now, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of going against the...
Kind of, yeah. And, the Jets just lost Darrelle Revis. It's a devastating blow to their defense. It is. It's true. But it's not like they're facing Drew Brees or Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers this week. They're facing Alex Smith, who is better than he was before. It's a more confident offense. I get that. But I'll still take the Jets at home. I think they're a good defense nonetheless. They're coming off of a win, which, whatever, that doesn't matter as much. But I like them at home. I think that this is the same thing that we saw in week 1 when, they looked terrible in the preseason. They couldn't move the ball, and then they stomped Buffalo. I'm going to go back to the well on that one there. So I'm taking the Jets plus 4.
Wow, okay. I just think the 49ers are, I don't know, really, really good?
I get
for
that.
lack of a better
I understand that. I get that. And see, that's the whole reason why we're getting those points. If it was... just an 2 teams that are relatively equal, it'd be a 3-point line.
Okay.
And I think there's a perception the Jets aren't that great. I'm not as confident about that one as I am about the other 2 that we're going to talk about today. The one that we talked about, I like the Rams better than the Jets one, and I also like this next pick better. I also like Arizona at home -6 versus Miami. And this is one, I'm going the opposite of what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm going on the trend a little bit here. I'm going with a team that's really hot, that's got the good defense, a really good pass rush against a rookie quarterback that looked all like a rookie. And we're talking about Ryan Tannehill here. Looked really awful against the Jets in the second half. He was the Jets' best offense in the second half last week. So I'm going to go ahead and take Arizona, the 6 points at home, go with that West Coast team at home against the traveling East Coast team.
All right, so Jets, Rams, Arizona. All home teams? No.
Yeah, all home teams. And that's one of the things about this time, too. Theory that we're floating right now with these replacement refs. The calls are going a little bit more in favor of the home team. We might have seen that a little bit on Monday night. I don't know, just a little bit.
Do you think that's really coming into play? Do you think that
subconsciously?
The bookies are doing that?
I don't know if the line is adjusted accordingly yet. I think in some cases, because Vegas doesn't miss anything. Let's face it. Anything that we're taking into account to, Vegas is taking into account to. So I think that's part of it right there.
All right. He's the expert, Jeff Erickson. This is RotoWire TV.